to assist, probably the second thing that I'd like to talk to the students about after learning how to greet the students at the front door of the academy as they're coming in before class, help them getting their belts tied, and then watch them for the belts out on the floor as class is going. That's great. That's probably the most introductory lesson I can think of to pass on to my future assistant instructors. So the secondary lesson, though, that I like to point out is it's hard for people to understand this, and it's kind of hard to wrap their mind around. So I spend a lot of time working with them in classes about it, and we'll talk more about it in our leadership lessons and all, and expand on it. But after you've gotten good and comfortable with the belt situation, good and comfortable greeting people and their parents as they're walking into class, the next thing that needs to happen is you need to start learning to expand your vision, right? Kind of like, and I've used this example before, kind of like a James Bond or a top CIA spy, right? The one thing that makes them a top CIA spy is that they can spot all these little things all the way around the room. Someone comes in with a bulge in their jacket, okay, I spot that because it looks out of place and it looks like a potential hazard, like something could be dangerous there. And while I'm spotting that, I also realize, okay, I've got this exit to go out of, or here's all the entrances people could come in and, or whatever. All that stuff happens because they've expanded their mind and they're thinking about all these possibilities, and they're noticing when any little thing pops out of the ordinary, any little thing stands out. So as an assistant instructor, what your job and responsibility is going to be to do, stay off to the sides and watch the class. We may have 20 people out here on the mat moving at once. If I've got 20 students at once and they're all doing a drill, a stepping and punching drill in a front stance, and they're all supposed to be punching with a certain hand, and you see out of 20 people that one guy's got the wrong hand, okay? You need to be able to spot that. You can't fix it until you learn to see that and recognize that person is wrong or something's not right here. So, and everybody else has their left foot in front, but little Johnny over here in the front right corner has his right foot in front. So that needs to be changed, okay? A lot of times the head instructor will be fixing it himself, but if I can learn to count on my assistants in order for them to grow, right, as assistants and eventually lead into instructors, then I need to know they're seeing that stuff and spotting it. Sometimes we'll record portions of class, maybe portions of class that had you watching some students doing some drills for you or something, or doing their form for you, and I might play that back for you later on and see, okay, let's see how much stuff you spotted. Did you even notice this? Did you notice that they didn't do that move right? You didn't comment on it afterwards. So let's make sure we're learning. For the next week or two, one thing that you're really focusing on is learning how to spot the wrong. Just open up your eyes around the class. Watch everybody. Watch them all as a group. Don't get your eyes laser focused on just one student and be watching only how that student's doing and not watch the wiggler over here. I mean, we're going to talk about how to address all those issues and how to fix them constructively or in a non-negative way, and even dealing with the wiggly student. But this is all the stuff you got to be thinking about. Are they moving with the correct hand? Are they kicking with the correct foot? Do they have the correct foot in front on their stances? We're supposed to be doing a front stance, but this kid looks like he's in a back stance or something. I mean, are the stances, the hands, the feet, is their focus all in the right place, or are they too wiggly? That's what you need to focus on this week. Learn how to spot that. That way you can become a better fixer of those issues, and you can become a better instructor one day, because maybe one day you're leading the class by yourself and you don't have any assistants to help you out. So on top of leading the drills and everything and being in charge of the whole class and having a plan for how the class is supposed to go, you got to be able to fix these issues as you see them coming up and keep the class